You are listening to Directions from a Spiritual Tour Guide podcast. I am your host, Shanel Scott. I'm a psychic medium and energy healer who has been supporting those on a spiritual journey for over a decade. I'm your tour guide into the world of the unknown, showing you that the magic of the universe is at your fingertips. I believe spirituality is simple and fun, and this podcast will make it easily accessible, giving you the real talk on all things divine and spiritual, helping you to step into the flow, manifesting your dreams because we all deserve to be living our best life. Are you ready for an adventure? Hello, sunshines, and welcome to this episode of Directions from your Spiritual Tour Guide podcast. My name is Shanel. I am your spiritual tour guide and your podcast host today. We are taking a journey on the spiritual life that we live, this crazy world. And today I wanted to go deeper on something I shared on social media the other day. I want to talk about alignment. And I think this is a really important topic because we're very conditioned. Thank you, Hollywood and the movies, and even maybe all the songwriters out there. We are so conditioned to think that we require fireworks. When I realized that love, true love, wasn't about fireworks, and that instead it was about feeling like home, it shifted everything. And that's the easiest context to share that in. But this is in everything. And so this is why I wanted to talk about this today. In manifestation, if we are not in alignment with what it is that we are trying to create, manifest, then we will not be able to bring it into our sphere. If we are out of alignment, our energies don't match up, and therefore it can't happen. Or if it does happen, it's going to take a long time until you get into alignment to make it happen. So it's really important to have alignment. So this is really simple. Let's just use another example. If you would like a new job, and all you do is sit on the couch and complain to your friends about how you can't get a new job, and this is what you want, and why is it not there? Yet, you're not getting out there to find the new job. You just, surf every once in a while, and you don't even really send in resumes, and you haven't made an effort to put energy into that resume. Do you really think that you're going to get a new job? And maybe you are, but are you going to get your dream job if you haven't put any effort into it? Not saying that you have to work hard to manifest, because you don't necessarily. Just saying that too, putting it in there. But in this case, if this person wanted to get a new job, the best things they could do is, update their LinkedIn profile, update their resume, write an amazing cover letter, start searching out places that they want to work and sending resumes to places, even if they're not hiring, because that's the dream job that you want. It is about setting up your energy to match that thing that you are trying to manifest. But sometimes we get caught up in perceptions, preconceived notions, and conditioning that we may not even realize that exists. We watch movies all the time about our rom-coms. You love them. But we watch them all the time, and they don't make love real. Sorry, Hollywood. I love you, and I love your movies. I'm saying. But there is this piece where we're not seeing a lot of reality necessary in the things that are happening. They're showing us these fireworks and how perfect it is and da-da-da-da-da, but the reality is that isn't necessarily what true love feels like. So then we have all these people out there that are trying to find true love and waiting for the fireworks to happen. These sparks. And fireworks are great. Fireworks are usually related more to passion and lust, which is a good thing too, but it's not necessarily connected to love. There are people that I've had fireworks with that were great for the fireworks, but they weren't great partners. they weren't great in a relationship. But when I found true love and I found that feeling of home, that peacefulness, that knowing, it was so different. I get fireworks shows, but they happen here and there. It's not a constant. Do you know how much Disney would spend if they just put fireworks in the air 24/7? That's ridiculous. But we wait for that moment at the end of the night at the park for the fireworks show, which just always brings me to tears, especially when Tinkerbell flies in the Magic Kingdom. It gets me every time. And it's this anticipation, and it's there and it's gone. So why do we think that fireworks should last every single day of the year in our lives? So here's the magic. Here's the magic. When we are in alignment with something, perfect partner, perfect job, perfect house, perfect car, perfect new business, whatever it is that you're trying to create, when you are in alignment with that, there is this calm, this peace, because you know that it is happening. That trust is so friggin' deep that it's unwavering, that there is nothing that anybody could say or do that could convince you that that thing is not coming. Versus the excitement of fireworks, that excitement of, oh my God, is it gonna, oh, there it is. And then it's gone again. The excitement piece isn't necessarily connected to alignment. Can it be? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm not telling you to ignore excitement, because we should get excited about things. Goals should excite us. But sometimes we are perceiving excitement as alignment, and it's not. Sometimes we get stuck on what we think it is that we want, instead of actually taking the step back and saying, okay, this is the number one priority. This is the biggest part. So maybe if it's, a career, maybe it's working in a certain town or city, or working for a certain type of business that you don't want to compromise on that. So that goes kind of near the top of the priority list. And then you go down and you look at the things that are less of a priority. And you kind of go, okay, where can I ebb and flow? Because here's the thing, and I'm going to go back to romance again. You guys, you love it. And it's one of those things people come to me to for all of the time. So if we talk romance, I will tell people that if you are looking for love, to make a list of your perfect partner. And on that list, the only rule is that you cannot define what they look like. You cannot say how tall they are, what color hair they have, none of those things, none of it. You can simply state that you are attracted or sexually attracted to the person, but you cannot define their appearance in any way, shape, or form. And do you know why? It's because when we do that, we say to the universe, I want this thing in this box. Instead of saying to the universe, here's my criteria, send it to me. That part about defining exactly what they look like creates this blockage, because if your perfect person does not look like that, the universe can't bring them to you. So you all of a sudden are blocking that thing that you're trying to create. You're not in alignment because you're trying to control it. This happens too when we're looking for a new home. We want to stay in a certain area, or we want a certain style of house. And if we're really stuck on that, sometimes that perfect place passes us by because we're so streamlined that it has to be this thing, instead of just going and looking at the things that we're called to. Because sometimes you get surprised by what appears and what shows up, because the energy of that place is in alignment with you. And it actually, even though it doesn't have a certain color or a certain look, or it's not in a certain location, sometimes it's the perfect spot because we've opened up to receiving it exactly the way that we need to receive it. That happened when we found the place we're in right now. When we were looking, it kept popping up in Dundas searches, even though it's in Ancaster. And we ended up coming to see it because it was the right size. It was kind of in a great location. It had a driveway, it had a garage, it had separate offices for my husband and I. It had bedrooms for all the kids. It had a big tree, which was one of my parameters. I know. And we were so determined to try to stay in Dundas and stay in the same school for the kids. But the reality was that this house was perfect and the price was perfect. So it worked. So we're here because we found alignment with what it was that we were trying to create. We had this list and this house was in alignment with that. And so we didn't fight it. And I know this is a really tricky topic, but at the same time, when you know, you know. That alignment creates that deep, deep knowing. And that is so key and so important in moving through and getting yourself to where you need to be. So the next time excitement comes up, and like I said, they can come together, don't get me wrong, but ask yourself, are you excited because it's the right thing, because you're in alignment, or are you just excited because it's an exciting thing? So take a look at your goals this week. See if you're actually in alignment with the things that you are doing. That is the way we talk, we show up, the way that we interact, the way that we are in our lives. It's really big. If you want to be a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, are you acting like one? And that doesn't mean you have to be a stuffy suit by any stretch of the imagination. But do you have a mindset, a mentality that will take you there? Okay, I could rant forever. I'm going to stop. I hope that gives you a little bit more clarity around the whole alignment thing. Again, I think it's really important. If you have questions still, shoot them at me. Drop them in the show notes, in the comments, DM me on social media, because I think this is a really important topic. And it's one that I think blocks a lot of people from manifesting the things that they want in their lives. So find that key, find that alignment mindset. You can do this. Thank you, everybody, for being here and joining me today. If you can energy exchange with me, I would greatly appreciate it. If you can like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, all of those good things, they mean the world to me and only cost you a few moments of time. If you have not signed up for my newsletter yet, jump over to my website fromtheheartandsoul.com and sign up. You'll get my meditation for free, Meet Your Future Self, another great one for manifestation. I do have an online course up right now, Crystals for Manifestation, and coming soon, the Yoga Nidra Club. I'm so excited. Check out the May newsletter. It's going to have some changes in there, some new things. I'm learning past life regression, so we're going to see how that transforms into some offerings. So excited. Thank you. Thanks for being here and sharing on my spiritual journey, allowing me to be your spiritual journey, or spiritual tour guide from my heart and soul to yours. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye now.